Hey everyone, so today I figured we would go back to drawing. It's been a minute, and I wanted to show you how I draw a chibi, which, if you don't know, chibis are just very cute little cartoon-esque characters. They have a very specific style for the eyes. Typically the eyes are very large, they're anime styled. You have a larger head than you do the body. The body is very simplistic for the most part. You don't have a lot of like the major details of curves and joints and stuff like that. So this is actually my D&D character. So I'm going to be breaking down how I drew her so that hopefully you can learn how to draw your own chibi. We start off by drawing the head, which for a chibi is not round. You're going to have kind of a weird oval, and then what you're going to do is draw two lines coming down on either side, and then almost a triangle shape where they meet in the center, like so. That is honestly your chibi head. Other than cleaning up to fix the edges and stuff, this thing's done. Next is for the neck. Chibis either do not have a neck at all, or they have a very, very small neck, like so. Now for the body, there are two kind of simple methods. One is that you can just draw little loops, like so, and that's your hands, and then those are your legs. Obviously looking a lot better than this, but just a very simple, almost starfish shape for the body. You can add in the shoulders if you want, and then do the little arms like that, and then add the rest of the body, like so. We're going to be doing that method. First thing is you're going to make the upper torso, so go ahead and draw a circle for that. It is going to be a smaller circle than for your head, so just keep that in mind. From here, you just draw two lines out, like so, down, down, and then again. And you'll curve this around and then just draw a matching line on the other side, back up. And your arms are honestly done. If you want to add in the detail like the fingers, you can do that, but typically chibis don't have fingers, or if they do, it's very kind of just like lines on the hand. Next up are going to be for the hips and legs, so just a little bit of curve and a little bit of a curve. If you want, you can also make this just a straight line coming down. It's your choice. And then you can just draw to your feet, just a little oval shape like that. For the feet, you're going to go flat on the bottom and then like a little bit of a curved line up. Not all the way though, a little bit of a curved line up. Your belly button would be about here, you figure. So your legs are going to come to just below the belly button. Once you go in and start erasing all of your guiding lines, you have a chibi. Now you can obviously take your arms and do other things with them. They don't have to be like right there. You can have an arm coming down, arm coming up, but this will be the base that you can use for all of your chibis. If you want a more masculine look, then just draw a straight line, very little curves. Now you can start cleaning up the edges, curving them a little bit to soften them. And remember, for all of this, if you are traditionally drawing, meaning you are drawing this with a pencil and a paper, you are going to draw this entire thing as a sketch, which means very light lines. I'm doing it on the computer, which allows me to create new layers. It means I can make a new layer and then draw right over it, and it will not mess up when I go and erase this, my picture underneath. So if you're interested in drawing digitally, I do recommend it just for that one feature. It is pretty amazing. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you. These are my human legs. If I'm creating something that's a chibi creature, I'm going to draw the legs more like an animal, which means, as you can see here, in order to make these legs look like these legs, I would need to draw kind of a knee on each side and basically just shift the bottom part of the leg completely over. So you have like a knee, and then it comes out right here with the back of the leg. Same thing on this side. And that's just basically how you can make more animal-like legs. And then of course, you can add a tail, you can add ears for the eyes. Basically, anime eyes. You're going to want one large, dark curve for the top. For the bottom, another smaller, slightly thinner one. A circle in one corner, and a circle in another corner. And then an oval shape in the center that you're going to color in completely black. This is the simplest. Now you can do it a different way. If you don't want to have the center completely black, you can add just kind of like a half. And then what you're going to do is just color this, like all of that in darker than you would the rest. If you want eyelashes, you can add those. It's going to be a line. They also don't typically have noses. A mouth, some simple lines. Since Chibis are anime styled, they're going to have very similar styled hair, but you can draw your hair however you want. For drawing hair, typically what I do is I just draw squiggles until I like how it looks. So once you have your hair, you can go ahead and add in your face. Remember, if your hair is short, you will have ears showing, but for the ears, all you really have to do are just some little curves up into the hair. Ears on Chibis look like that. They're not super detailed, they're nothing fancy, they're just half curves attached to the side of the face. Now for clothes. Kind of the fun part with Chibis is that you don't have to make the clothing look super accurate. So if I'm going to add a t-shirt to this, I can just draw kind of a simple, nothing fancy t-shirt. You do want to add a little bit of detail just to make it look nicer. But you don't have to add much. If you want to add shorts or jeans, you can just continue the line down. Add in your pockets if you want those. And there are your shorts. If you want to add a little bit of detail, you can as well. Now, shoes are kind of funky. You can make them as simple or as detailed as you want. I honestly go for really simple shoes because I don't like drawing them. So typically what I do is just a rough shape of the foot that's slightly larger. And then, depending on what kind of shoe it is, add in the detail. So if this is like a sneaker, then if I want, I can add some socks. And then just finish drawing the rest of the leg. And then you have to do it on the other side. Now for the arms. So I'm actually going to change my sleeve. I'm going to change how the arms are. Alrighty, for coloring, this is another one of those things that's all up to preference. You can draw it as complicated or as detailed as you want. Make sure you don't color in the eyes. You want to, in fact, leave a lot of white space around the eyes, so just kind of draw little circles if it helps you with the color that you're using. Color in your hair. Again, on the computer, it's so much easier to do this than it is with pencil. what you're going to do for the eyes is pick what color, firstly, you want your eyes to be. You're going to draw a circle going from the top to just at the bottom white circle. You're going to continue that circle on the other side and make it go just up to the top white circle. Color that circle in. Now for shading in the eyes, you're going to, if you're using color pencils, something like that, get a slightly darker shade of whatever color you're using, and you're going to do kind of a loop right here, and then do it underneath the top, and you're going to color all that in. And you're going to do it on the other side so that you have kind of a nice shade. You can also add in a little bit of lighter blue, or whatever color you're using, on the bottom by going over with like a white crayon or a white color pencil or something like that to give you that sense of there being a little bit of dimension to the eyes. Now, if you want to do shading as a whole on a chibi, the easiest way to do it is to just get a black pencil and very lightly go around all the areas. Stop at the eyes, you don't want to do it in that, where you would assume anything would be overlapping. And there you go. Now the same thing can be done for shine, though it's a little different. You only really kind of want to do it on the very top of stuff, at the tips of things, where you want to be super generous with the shading. Unless you're going for a very specific style, you don't want to be super generous with the shine. Just very simple. You can do this also on like the t-shirt, on the shoulders, kind of where like the sun would be hitting it. I hope this was interesting, and I hope you'll have a great day and have a lot of fun drawing.